Alright, welcome back to whoever watches these videos. Today's the day we finally start tearing down the S14. Time for its long overdue makeover, and it needs a serious touch up. It's just really beat up from driving it and then from previous shit that I kind of rushed when I was building it the first time around. So we're gonna go over that. So I'm gonna pull it in, move the FD out, pull the S14 inside, take the wheels out, take the wheels off, and then first thing I'm gonna do is I need to get the 350Z running, like drivable. I can't have it like this because right now I only have the FD to drive and the S14 to drive. So I'm not gonna down myself another car in case the FD breaks down or whatever. So I need to get the 350Z rolling, drivable, movable at least. So I'm gonna focus on that first. I'm gonna take the wheels off, test fit them, try to get this fitment dialed in with the right height I have on the 350Z currently. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then this video is either gonna be, because I do need to test fit the rear bumper with those wheels in the back just to get an idea of how it's gonna look. So I might use this clip for both videos, for the start of the S14 teardown and for the start of test fitting the wheel on this one. So I'm gonna pull those cars in real quick, or just the S14 in, start moving them around. So we got both cars in here real quick. The main focus, like I said, I'm gonna put the most attention on the S14 because this thing's, like I said, it's fucking rough. It's really beat up now. It just needs a change. So one side test fit, get the wheels fitted on a 350Z. I'm going to pull the 350Z out, and the plan is to only have the S14 inside the garage. That we can have this whole other area for shit and parts and whatever. If I have to put a car inside, it's gonna be the FD or my brother's hatch because they're smaller and I can squeeze them a little more on this side, and still have a little bit of room. But the S14 needs a shit ton of love. Alright, so I just took off the rear bumper real quick. Wasn't nothing crazy. I just used rib nuts and some Allen bolt heads. So this is a new bumper. Obviously I got it super cheap because it's obviously fucked up. So I'm obviously gonna fix it up. I might make a separate video on how to fix up fiberglass, how I fix it up. I'm not a professional, but messing with fucking 240s most of my car days, I kind of know my way a little bit around fiberglass. So this is a new bumper. It's a super doof. I'm obviously gonna fix it. I might make a separate video for that, like I said. So I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I actually wanted it because I was tired how the origin bumper, like this one, see how this one's, notice how this one's straight across, like back. The origin kind of like went at a diagonal angle, and I was kind of like, I didn't like the way it flowed. So now it's gonna be hard to see here in the garage because it's fucking tight in here. But let me try to see what I can do. See how it kind of just flows with the rest of the kit, like across the bottom, a little better. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this bumper. I'm gonna sell the other one. So here's the other one. I don't know if you can fucking see it. The sun's horrible right now. I might take off the canards, test fit those on that, see how it looks. But if anything, any Arizona people that want to buy the rear bumper, I'm gonna be selling it. I do have a page on Instagram for Arizona people mostly only, where me, my siblings sell like our parts that we find and don't use anymore, or shit we take off. So I'll post that right here somewhere. That's just strictly for selling shit. It's really small right now, but if anyone's interested in checking out buying random parts of 240s, 350Zs, and RX-7, because that's all we kind of have, so that's all we're selling. But yeah, that's random. But so yeah, bumper's on. I actually like the way it looks. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, we're done with the 240 for today. I guess here's a quick shot I took. I just pulled it outside because I was so curious of how it's gonna look. And that thing is gonna look, I mean, once it's fixed, it's gonna look fucking badass, I think. But that's just me. But anyways, just real quick, wanted to show it outside. Alright, so time to focus on the 350Z now. So we're gonna work on the front fitment first, because it's already jacked up and the wheel's already off. So I just wanted to make sure I could break the spacers off, because I don't think I'm gonna need them with the meisters on them. I do have some smaller ones to play with. I think some 15 or 10 millimeter bolt-on ones, if I need to play around with the fitment a little bit. But guess we'll see. I just wanted to make sure the Milwaukee would pull them off, because I don't have no one to step on the brakes for me, which they did. The Milwaukee went hard. Thankfully my brother forgot his gun here, so yeah, if Milwaukee could sponsor me, that'd be great.
Sticky and the liquor got him silly, but I take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit. Look at all this money, ain't that some shit? We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. That's why all my bitches back.
Alright, so that took a minute. It's a pain in the ass to rack this bitch up. Just takes a little bit longer than a normal car, I guess. But wheels loose, so we're gonna mount it up, see where it lines up on here. We'll leave the spacer on for now, but like I said, I don't think we're gonna need it, so let's do that real quick. So let's see what we got. Alright, so definitely no spacer, because we're gonna have too much poke, and that wasn't the point of this thing, I guess. Just try to get it dialed in with what I have. So I'm gonna take the spacer off and test fit again. So we'll do that real quick. Just bang it out. Oh look, it just came off with it. Came off with the wheel. Try again with no spacer. Alright, I think no spacer is going to be the move on this. I'm sure it's going to camber itself in a little bit once it goes down. So I'm gonna put the other side on real quick, lower it down and see where we're at. I won't show you guys that part, because that part's boring. Then I'll show you guys at the end what it looks like on the ground, and then we'll do the rear. Alright, 350Z is on the ground, and honestly this fitment's pretty, it's not too bad. I even think they fit better than the crayons that were on it before. It's pretty spot on. I mean, maybe a credit card can fit through there, but not my finger, not in the pinky. But it's not too tight, it's not too low, it's pretty, not bad, honestly. Here's this side. It's kind of hard to see this side, but it's pretty flush with the fender. I mean, I would say it's pretty close, man. definitely gonna take some get used to seeing the meisters on the 350Z, because this is I mean, they look good, but it's just gonna be weird. They've been on the 240 forever. But anyways, we're gonna do the rear now. So no spacers for the front. That's a good thing. With the rear, I'm definitely gonna use some spacers for sure. Because these fenders are too wide. I mean, we'll see. Guess we'll have to test fit and try it out. But now we're gonna do the rear. Put you guys on a time lapse again. Same deal. I'll do one side with you guys, and then the other side I'll throw it on myself and show you guys the final product.
They see this crazy life I have in A&R. We gon' win. You can take the lose or draw. What I'm in. Got these hoes who used to play me in they bras. We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. Take over the world while these haters get mad. That's what.
Alright, so there it is. Wheels off. Time for a test fit. Now this is a 10.5 with a 245/40. So it's a pretty weak ass stretch. So I could always go like a 235, but I don't know. I feel like the 350Z needs like some pretty meaty pretty meaty tires to look good in the rear. So I might just stick with these. And the crans were like 11.5 with a 265/35. So it looked pretty good with that. So overall, the 350Z is getting slightly smaller wheels, I guess, width-wise. But we're gonna test fit the Meister in the back now. See what we need to do to get that fitment. And go from there. So yeah, definitely gonna need a spacer. I'm gonna try the one that was in the front up here. I mean in the rear, see if that's enough. If not, I have the secrets out. I had a spacer in the rear of 240. I feel like that's a little too much, but I mean, I don't know. Let me do some quick ghetto measurements here. I feel like that might be it. I feel like I might need this spacer over here, but I'm gonna do that real quick, and then see how it fits. All right. So after some trial and error, I don't know if I mentioned or I showed you guys. I tried the front one. It looked like it was gonna work, but it would still need a little bit more. And I got like a false reading, I guess, because the original OEM studs were going through the spacer and hitting the back of the wheel, so it wasn't sitting flush. So I said, so I didn't want to. I would have to cut down the original ones and then grind them down a little bit, rethread them so they don't get fucked up, so they don't hit the back of the wheel, and that way they sit how they're supposed to be, like flush. So I did that. Past that, I grabbed the spacer off the rear of this one over here. And then I mounted over here, and it looks like that might be it. Once it lowered on the ground, I'll probably camber its way in. So I'm gonna bring it down. It looks like it'll be good. Like I said, I can still stretch a 235/40 on this wheel without like, should be like another slight stretch, nothing crazy. If I have to, but if it's rubbing on fiberglass, I'm not worried about that. So I'm gonna bring it down, see what it looks like. Actually, I'll do that right now, real quick. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think that might be it. Okay, you can't even fit shit in here now. But if it's rubber, if it's fiberglass on the rubber, I don't really mind it rubbing through. We might definitely have to go to a 235, depending if it doesn't camber itself in a little more. But for now, this is gonna have to do. So I'm gonna do the other side, and then we'll pull it outside maybe, and then see what it looks like. Final fitment. Alright, so the wheels ended up fitting pretty nicely actually. Just took it for a quick spin actually, and I do have some rubbing issues. And like I said, if it's fiberglass on the rubber, I don't really mind, but it's actually like the metal on the tire, so that can, you know, blow your sidewall out, and then that's asking for a bad day. It's probably because the tires are a little fatter than the previous setup. We might go with a 235/40 next time, but for now I'm just gonna jack it back up and hammer it out. So it's where I cut for the upper fenders. It's right in the corners. It's gonna be hard to see right here, but in here there's like the metal where I didn't cut all the way down. So it's hitting right there when you accelerate. It's the way the car squats. It's hitting. I'm pretty sure it's the backside, but it's also here and here too, as you can see from the tire collecting there. And same on this corner, and same on the other side. So I'm gonna rack it back up, take the wheels off, hammer the shit out of them until it clears, and then, like I said, fiberglass on the rubber I don't care about, but the rubber tire on the fucking metal, that's gonna blow your sidewall out. So we'll probably do that and show you guys tomorrow what it looks like, because mosquitoes are starting to come outside right now and it gets super uncomfortable. So I'll probably show you guys tomorrow after I wash it too, because I mean, you can see how filthy it is. Alright, real quick, I'm not sure if I showed you guys, test fitted the new wheels on the S14. So I mean, yeah, I think with the new color that I got in my head, it's gonna look fucking sick. And the wider fenders up front with a different rear bumper. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it in my head, over imagining it, but I mean, I can picture it now. Anyway, just a quick peek. Next video we'll be starting this thing. I'm gonna put the wheels, the 350Z wheels in the back, jack up the front so it's level, and I'm gonna go straight into it. I'll show you guys a list of shit I'm gonna do to it, one step at a time, and then I think the hardest part is gonna be waiting for those front fenders. If I can't find a used set, which I don't mind buying a used set, but those front fenders are probably gonna be like a couple weeks till I get here if I buy them brand new. So that's gonna kind of set me back, but I have a shit ton of work to do in the meantime anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, that'll be for next video. Just a quick peek. You guys can picture it. Thing's gonna look sick. There it is. Probably be the last little clip for this video. I think fitment's pretty dope. Pretty spot on. They don't look bad. Had to grow on me a little bit. Car's washed. It looks a little cleaner right now. A little more blue. That'll probably be the end for this video. Just a quick little look of the 350Z before I end it. We'll probably start messing with the 240 this weekend, and then we'll go from there. That's about it. 350Z is looking pretty good, I think.